Hello from Our Lady of Bethesda. We continue our series of Lenten reflections today with a reflection entitled Christ the Cornerstone. In today's gospel, Jesus tells us the parable of a landowner who planted a vineyard, put a hedge around it, put a wine press in it, and built a tower. And when we hear all the construction that went into this vineyard, we can imagine the care and the concern that this landowner put into this land. So the land would become fruitful for him. The land, or the idea of land, is a very prevalent theme in the scriptures. Of course, as we're celebrating this Lenten season, one of the things we contemplate is Israel on their way to the promised land. And it's always important to remember that this land for the Israelites wasn't simply a place where they could be free of slavery. The most important thing for the land was that it was a place for them to develop their yes to God. It was a space in which they could be free, yes, but free to worship God the way He wanted to be worshipped. And so the land wasn't just a geographical area. It was a place of encounter with God. And that theme of land, I think we could also apply to our own souls. That when we were baptized, God really made our soul His own. He made it His vineyard. He placed within it His grace. First of all, at baptism, we received forgiveness of original sin and the ability to talk to God, to speak to Him as sons and daughters, to have a relationship with Him. So our soul is really a land. And just like the Israelites wanted to, or were called to, develop a relationship in that land, it's the same thing in our own hearts, that we're called to now develop that space, if you will, of our souls to be a place of freedom to worship the living and true God in the person of Jesus Christ. Of course, we know in the parable that the landowner sent various people to collect the harvest, and they beat the people. They didn't use the land for what it was for. And then, of course, he sent his only son, and that son was killed. That, of course, is a foreshadowing of what happened to Jesus on the cross, that Jesus was sent to the very holy land that God had given them, and they rejected him. But ironically and paradoxically, it was Christ's rejection that led to his exaltation, the fact that he was able, through that death on the cross, to redeem us from our sins, to give us that true freedom of spirit that didn't depend just on a piece of land. It depended, no matter where we are, on the state of our soul to be able to say, yes, Lord, I want to develop a friendship with you. So we can ask ourselves, or ask yourself, how is my friendship with Christ? How am I developing the land of my soul during this Lent? Am I clearing away the weeds or anything that might obstruct the growth of the grace of God in my soul? So as we continue this Lenten season, reflect on that. Here at Our Lady of Bethesda, we offer various opportunities for you to come and look into yourself, look at that land of your soul, and then respond to Christ with a generous yes in whatever He's calling you to do. So we continue to pray for you on your Lenten journey. Why don't you check out our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like these videos, and share them with your friends. And we continue to pray for you as you continue your Lenten journey. God bless you.